Turning now to your community focus, it's a new year and there are new laws on the books. Some might impact your pay.
And joining us to talk about that and more is Rhode Island DLT Director Matt Weldon. Thanks for being here.
Thanks for having me.
So you join us once a month here on 12 News at 4, and we've talked about some of these laws before. But remind folks at home, what went into effect on January 1? What are the new laws?
Sure. So first, minimum wage. Last year it was $12.25 an hour, and as of January 1st, $13 an hour. So that's one that impacts a lot of people in Rhode Island. Yeah. Number two is Rhode Island's paid family leave program, which is temporary caregiver insurance. Folks can now take up to 6 weeks in a benefit year to either care for a loved one or bond with a new child. That's 1 week more than last year, which was 5 weeks. And finally, Rhode Island's pay equity law took effect on January 1st, and the regulations that go along with that law took effect. And there's a lot of information at dlt.ri.gov. Most importantly, we want to be a resource and help employers, and we want to help Rhode Island workers. Make sure that they get equal pay for equal work. There's a lot of information available online. Please go to dlt.ri.gov.
We've also been talking about the fact that the General Assembly is going to be convening again. I believe they're meeting this afternoon. So what are some of your legislative priorities for this year?
Sure. So the top 3 priorities I have at the agency are consistent, and they've been that way now for a while. One, I want to keep getting better with our customer service. I want to serve everyone well. And so if that means some law changes or tweaks need to be made, then I'll be in the State House advocating for those things. 2, I want to maximize Rhode Islanders' incomes. That means going up to the State House to ask for more money for our Real Jobs Rhode Island program to make sure that people got the skills they need to succeed and not just get a job, but get a family supporting career. The other side of that coin is to make sure that we're enforcing Rhode Island labor laws appropriately, to make sure that when people are working, they're not being cheated out of their hard-earned pay. So we'll be up there advocating, I believe, with the Attorney General this year to help make sure that wage theft is classified as a felony and to give us the tools we need to go after people that are taking advantage of their workers.
Now, unemployment always a hot topic. What is the current state of unemployment here in Rhode Island, and what sort of trends are you seeing?
Well, Rhode Island's economy is still performing fairly well. We're at 3.6% unemployment. That is up a little bit, but it's up from record low unemployment. We added 1,100 jobs last month, and we've recovered 91% of the jobs that we had lost. So things are going pretty well. We'll see in March, we'll do a revision which takes actual jobs data and applies it to all those monthly reports that we gave last year, and that'll give us the best picture of how we did in 2022. As for unemployment claims, we are busy. It's like Black Friday at DLT. We get claims upon claims because we have seasonal layoff claims and the school break closures where contracted school workers like lunch workers and bus workers can file claims. So we're very busy, and my number one message is please keep at it, please keep trying, use the online system, be prepared to answer some identity verification questions that we have because of all the fraud that we dealt with in the pandemic. We want to help you. Call early, call often. We're working overtime, we're working on the weekend. And we believe by the end of this week we should be all caught up.
All right, that's good news. Rhode Island DLT Director Matt Weldon, thanks so much for your time.
Thank you.